Good morning. Just like clockwork. That person comes on. Person comes on, and next thing you know, there's two, and it goes up from there. Got 15 in here. Thanks for coming in, guys. I was busy yesterday. Those of you that haven't come in here, let's play a game. Haven't been here before, don't know, you know, if you want to comment, please do. We'll play this game. From looking at this, can you tell me what kind of vehicle it is? And if you've been here before and you know, don't tell nobody. Let the newbies, new people watching figure it out. Anyway, this was my fix for the steering. I am going to be, I gotta figure this out. If I can shorten these more. If I can shorten this, I was going to use these ends on it. Dear. If I can shorten this, I'm going to put that one up there. I'm going to see if I can't cut it and tap it. I got taps. And run a tap through it and shorten it up so they all look the same. Yep. If you're new to my channel, if you will, but it's finally settled down. My numbers are going up again. Could you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates? It'd be awesome. I have a doctor's appointment at 11 o'clock, so most likely I won't be doing any afternoon live streams, guys. So me and my wife has to go with me. We have to go have a consultation, so be there no afternoon live streams today. So if you come in looking for me, I won't be live. Apologize, but life kicks in occasionally, and sometimes we got to, I got to do real life things. So, but I appreciate you guys. Cleaning the desk. All this dirt. I got 17 watching, 1 thumbs up. If you can give me some more thumbs up, it'd be awesome. I just kind of hanging out, waiting to see how many people come in today. Is this worth a thumbs up? The work I've done on this? This truck's 15 years old, guys. It's been sitting for, let's see here, how long has it been sitting? At least 10 years. I went back through it, new electronics in it, changed out the motor in it, speed control. I just put a better steering servo in it, aluminum servo horn in it. Let's see here, different steering linkages on the front. And yes, that works. It's not touching. It may look like it, but it isn't. Let's see here, different tires and wheels on it. There you go. I do have other trucks, and I'll gladly talk about them. Let's do this. We'll take him, and he's heavy. We'll switch trucks today. How would that be? That truck's been, hold still, hold on. All right, wipe the dust off because I had this and I was knocking sand off sweeping the bench off yesterday, and half of it went on it. All right, how about this one? That's a trail truck. That one there is. I don't have bashers. All of my stuff are crawlers. No, this is a crawler. I built this one. This is aftermarket body, working winch, billet axles from Endura, 25 kilogram steering servo in it. Yep, I built it all. 2-speed, 21 turn motor, 5200 lipo in it. Internally sprung shocks with 20 weight oil in them. Yep. Super Swamper tires on it. These are actual licensed tires from Endura. I mean, from Intico, who makes Super Swampers. There's the Intico name right there. And there are the IROCs, and right there it is, Intico. Yeah, these are licensed tires. They're about $65 a set to get these tires. And all these trucks do get ran. Aluminum beadlock rims. I got another set of these coming for another project. Rock sliders. You could run this on the rocks, but it's not weighted. There's no brass in it. There's absolutely no brass in it. It's got 25 kilogram servo. It runs Hobby Wing ESC, but I got the BEC voltage cranked up. It's up to 7.4 volts to the servos. What that does is it makes the lights brighter in the truck. It makes the servos work faster, and they help all electronics in it basically. So yep, but you got to have servos that can are able to take the voltage. If you do that to an inexpensive servo, it won't hold up. It'll just burn up. So you have servos that they'll say, you know, like this one's the servos in here will take up to 8 volts. So yep. Oh, I'm into crawlers. There's one. There's my military Jeep, my 41 Willys. There's that. There's my Blazer, Traxxas Blazer. And that's the one that was just on the bench up there on the desk. So, oh yeah, I'm into crawlers. And there's a rock crawler up there. And I have some more. I got some in the closet. I got another Willys Jeep and a red cat. So, yep. These are mainly for trail trucks. What I do up here, I don't have the rocks, so these are all trail trucks. So that's a 6 scale 41 Willys there. It's got the soldiers in it are 12 inches action figures. So yep. This has a full light kit, working light bar, and it has a gyro system in it. What the gyro does is it works with the steering. If you have it on, it will, like you run in a truck and it gets butt happy or whatever, start sliding around, the gyro will kick in and it'll correct the steering, so you don't have to. So that's the idea of it. The radio is, which one is it here? So this is the radio for it, an Endura T6. Your gain for your gyro adjustments here. This is your winch, 2-speed, light bar, steering, of course, and throttle. Yeah, right there it is. When you buy this radio, it's almost cheaper just to buy it with a gyro than to buy the basic system. It's only a few bucks more to get with a gyro. So it works pretty good. It comes with this, so you can drive it one-handed. So, yeah. Yep. How the gyro works, I can actually show you how the gyro works on it. We got to power it up here, power the radio up, power the truck up. Okay, if you watch the wheels, and I'll wiggle it, you can see them moving a little bit there. Now if I turn the gain way up, watch the wheels, see them? Yep. And this, turn it down, see the wheels are just steering a little bit. And I can turn the gain down more. And right there's where you want it. And you notice it's got a full light kit. Then I hit this button, and we got light bar. So it's got headlights. If I turn off these lights, you can probably see it better. There you go. It's got headlights, overhead lights, and I did the BEC voltage is turned up. What you see in there, that green light, that's your winch controller. And you kind of see the taillights in the body there. Yeah. Turn off this. How would that be? There we go. You can see the headlights and rock lights. And yeah, it started its life as a cheap truck from Amazon Prime for an Amazon Prime sale. Paid $101 for it when it started out its life. So. And all that truck is gone. If anybody knows Amazon cars and trucks, if you see the 4 links, it'll give you an idea which truck it is. It started its life as. But yeah, I put I changed out the axles. These are axles off an SCX 10.2, or for an SCX 10.2. Endura makes them. They're like $102 a pair for the front and back. It comes with your servo mount, of course. You have to apply servos, but it was. I went through them. I Loctited everything. I checked the differential for make sure they were grease good, and everything was good on them. Actually, Endura is pretty good. Their tolerances are spot on. I mean, as far as slopping the spindles and all that, they're right on the money. There are people out there that have aluminum axles. I would not mess with them, but these were spot on. No, actually, I don't. I use. I'm old school man. I'm old. I'm 68 years old. I've come from the boating industry, so I can actually show you what I use. I think I got a tube sitting here somewhere. There it is. This is what I use. Then it's from the boat business. It's a waterproof grease. This is what I use. It's $12.50 a tube, and this is what I use in them. It's a synthetic grease still. And what I do is, where's my grease gun at here? Right here. I squeeze the tube. You get these little syringes, like to give your dog medicine. I squeeze the grease in here, then I use this as grease gun. And this is how I grease the differentials, right here. It's low because I just did my portals on my Blazer. But yeah, this is what I use for a grease gun then. Yeah, that's what I use. And it works well. It's a waterproof grease. So if you was to get water in them, but these things are pretty tight too. The bearings are sealed in it and everything else. So where the axles go through, everything is, the clearances are super tight. So I don't, if you was to run this in water, I don't think you'd probably get a little bit of water in there, not as much as you think. You can see all the billet in there. "25 kilogram servo cranked up." It's more like a 50-gram servo now instead of 25. So, yep. Aluminum bead locks, rock sliders. This rack system, it's on here, and the mirrors and snorkel were actually on another truck I had, the original truck. I pulled all that stuff out and threw the body away. The body is a Toyota 4Runner from Proline, and it's got the light kit is the buckets and lights are from Proline as well. I think they're like $30 for the kit from Proline. So I don't know. You get maybe $80 to $100 in the body, the light kits and paint and everything. I got paint sitting here because I'm waiting on another. I got another can coming, but I'm waiting on a body to get here that's going to go on another one of my trucks, and that's going to get lights as well. So then we go to being some talking trucks and lights. Let's get to this one. Everybody knows what these are. There you go. This is my Traxxas TRX4 Sport. When I got it, it was a piece of crap. It was all beat up. It had let's see here, get this over here a minute. It had, the body was all gouged up, scraped up, and this is the original body. I reconditioned the body. I'm put new decals on it. I put new grills in it, new bumpers, and I painted the bumpers matte black. But this has metal drive shafts in it. aluminum differential covers, and I got armor underneath it. Endura steel wheels. These wheels are actually 4.80 from top to bottom. They're like 1.65 wide, and they're on 1.9 rims. These are steel bead locks with RC four-wheel drive hubs in it. And of course, I got a driver in there. It has a 21. I replaced all electronics. This runs a 6-channel radio as well, and it has full light kit. If we turn off this light and we turn on these, I'll show you. There you go. It has rock lights. It has rock lights in it. You can see the tail lights, headlights. Yeah, rock lights, full light kit. Hobby Wing 1080 P2 ESC in it. The voltage is not cranked up in this truck. Then it, like I said, this truck was beat up. It was abused. It actually was raced, and it won the race that it was in, and it did well. This runs a 3-cell 3S LiPo. It seems to work good with it. I have run it on 2S. The difference in punch is crazy. But yeah, this runs the same differential grease as I use that same grease in this. I got Coda Racing brass portals on there. You can kind of see them through the holes. You can kind of see them in there. I think you see. Coda Racing brass portals on it. Hardened shafts from the differential to the portals. They're hardened. RC four-wheel drive centers again. You can see the steel drive shafts in there. Yeah, it has what they call full armor. So it has a plate there to protect the steering linkage, and it has a skid plate. And I got an aluminum differential. It's got a center skid plate in it. It did not have. I put the inner fender wells in it. I put obviously the rock lights, 100 millimeter dual rate shocks on it. No 2-speed, single speed in this truck, but it works well. From a walking, and if you're walking the truck and just that walking pace, and you hit the throttle, it'll spin the tires and it'll haze them for at least 3 lengths of the truck, so it works well. It's got portal axle, of course. It articulates well. This truck here, to me, is an awesome trail truck. It works well. You can see it's on. Basically, these are 1.5 inches, so you got what, 1.5 inches, 3 inches of clearance here it's raised up. The wheel's not touching. You can see the shocks are in the back are tilted to the front. These fronts are just straight up and down, but you can see the shocks in there. They're dual rate. The bottom spring is a little bit lighter than the top one. They are threaded bodies, so you can adjust them. Yeah, you can see the drive shafts in there. But yeah, this truck was a piece when I got it. I got the video showing it from the time I got it till where it got to this point. So the body was right here, was all scraped up. I had pieces of plastic hanging up all the way across here. The corners of the cab, the back corners here and across the back, it was all beat up. Luckily, the sides were good. The mirrors were broke off it, so it's got new mirrors, new door handles. So I basically wet sanded all this stuff with ultrafine sandpaper. Then I dried it off. Then I have a buffer. Then I buffed this all out. Buffed all these areas out to clean that up. But it was all beat up. 21 hours. to do the body, and this is what you end up with. These bodies are $200, so I put rock sliders on this as well. So for $200, I figured I could put some time into it, and that's what I did. And I did snow wheel this thing. I ran it in the snow. I took it to town over Christmas, and I was running around in snow, and it works really good in snow too. Yep. Oh yeah, they don't. Yeah, the inner fenders keep a lot of the dirt. Before you put them in there, I ran this before I put them in, and it would get all crappy in there. Now it doesn't. And the driver is actually sitting in a racing seat. There's a racing seat in there, and I put a steering wheel. It's got a dash in it and everything else. So, yeah. So it's and plus it gives it a finished look. You know, makes it look like a real vehicle if you look in there and see inner fender wells. So there's enough room actually. If you wanted to, you could put a fake engine in there, a fake V8. They got them out there, but I didn't. You put it in there, only way you're gonna see it if the body's off it. So I just said, nah, we ain't gonna do that. So, but yep, the rock lights, those little square bosses on the inner fenders, that's where the rock lights are. So, and it's a kit from Traxxas. All this is Traxxas parts. And what's really cool is these fenders, they use the existing mounting hardware that's on the frame, so you don't need bolts. You have to relocate your body mounts. That's the only thing is I wish that if we get this body without the holes in it, I would have put different body. I would have put magnetic or Velcro mounts in it. But if you go take these out and put Velcro in there, then you got holes showing. So I just left them alone. I took brand new bumpers and I painted them matte black. That way, if you get scratched up, like this has got got a little mark right there. You just take them off and spray them with matte black. So, and these wheels are almost 5 inches from bottom to top. So they're 10-degree offset. So they stick out. So they do stick out beyond the body a little bit, but they look more scale on it. So then I got little hubs on them on the backs as well. So yeah, these Coda Racing outer brass portals are really nice. The tolerances were crazy how good they were. So and plus it stiffens up over the plastic. You can see right there. You can see the portals. They're brass, but they're black and brass in color. So yep, you can see the back end. I got guards and everything on the back as well. This way, what the idea of these are, if you hit a stone, the stone will hit this and it'll push it down, and it gets on the differential and it'll raise it up rather than hitting a stone that pushes it right into your linkage. And that's the idea of these pieces. So this protects your differentials and your axles. So yeah, 51 people in here. Thanks for coming back, guys. I had issues here last couple of days, and it was affecting how I was acting on my channel. And I apologize to those who are here, have been here, and the new ones. I've been having issues with YouTube. They were pulling subscribers from me for some reason, and they would never give me a reason why, a proper reason. So I just said to heck with it, and I took a break from YouTube. You know, I was doing like live streams. I do them like 3 times a day, but I'm going to cut that back to maybe twice a day. But I was doing like live streams, and a lot of times during my live streams, I was picking up people. You know, my channel's got almost over 500,000 views, and and I said to them, look at my view count. Look at my watch hours. I got, I don't know, buku watch hours. And I said, if there's people using bots on me, because that's what was the discussion about bots. And I said, if there's people using bots, how am I getting the views? You know, And they said, well, bots can do that too. I said, well, if you look at my analytics, I can see who subscribes to my channel and where they come from. I said, I get people from Indonesia. I had a young man come in from Taiwan, India. I get people from all over. And I said, if I'm getting all these people, why are you saying they're bots when they're not? You know, and it was going back and forth, and it was like talking to a brick wall. I mean, YouTube is terrible to deal with, guys. And they basically really couldn't give you, there it is, it's flex state stream right there. Because I got that side jacked up. But yeah, and they're just, back and forth. And it was affecting me how I was, I was at the point where I was, well, why do I even try on here, And I said, even when I was doing live streams, people weren't coming in, like they should. And I had people subscribe yesterday, and their subscriptions were not showing. And all of a sudden, I got up early this morning. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning, and I looked, and my account, my subscriber count's gone up. So it's like, okay, now we're going back. So, but every time that happens, I call. Well, I don't call them. I have direct connections with them. If your channel gets so big, you get that's part of one of your perks. So I got a hold of them through there, and I think you get people from, I don't know, other countries don't understand you. They kept, well, use these forms here and read this form and all this stuff. All I was asking is, are you guys doing it to my channel? Just a simple yes or no. Are you going through and are you auditing people's channels and making them lose subscribers, And we'll use these forms and all. They never could give me a proper answer. So I just said to heck with it, and I let it dealing with it. So yeah, it's very frustrating. Yesterday at this time, I would not have 75 people coming in. So I think YouTube is pushing my channel out again. I don't think they were pushing it out for a few days because people were subscribing, it wasn't showing up. Now it's working again. So I don't know. Maybe if you get that much in views, they treat your channel differently. I don't know, because I'm going on almost, I was at 280 or 290,000 views is where I'm at. And my channel's, I never had a channel that many views. I guarantee if you come back when I in this live, if you come back in an hour or so, and you look up this live and look at the view count on it, it's going to be 3,000-4,000 plus. You're only seeing like 57 people in here now, but it all adds up. If you're new to my channel, if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future update. That'd be awesome. It helps out my channel and everything else. So do that for me, it'd be great. Yeah, other truck, that's a Tamiya. That's my dog's blanket. That's a Tamiya truck that I just recently redid. It has, it's 15 years old. That's how long I've had it. And I took it for its first shakedown run yesterday in 10 years. I put all new electronics in it and everything. It has a 3-speed transmission. It has a cargo rack on it. That's right here. That's a heavy truck. And it's to my F350 high lifter. And you can see a lot of electronics sitting in there. I just redid the steering linkage on it and everything else. So I ran it yesterday. It did pretty good for an older truck. Spare tire, and this rack come off a Traxxas truck. So it actually come off the body that I understand was originally on this body. So Yeah, this truck here is this is my Blazer. Then we get him out of the way. How's that? Everybody's kind of liking this. They're coming in, hanging out. How about this one? This is my 1941 6-scale Willys Jeep. Talk about, and there's the drivers. All their gear, radio gear, backpacks. Has a top on it, full light kit. The engine bay is kind of somewhat detailed. I don't think I'll make that my project sometime today. I'm going to finish touching it up in there. Yep, radiator. This would have had a Kaiser 6-cylinder motor in it. The windshield flips down. The steering wheel turns with it. The wheels, that's why he's got a tie wrap on his hand, if you want to know that. You can see I didn't have to modify the people in it. There's plenty of room for a figure. The seats are padded, are actually cloth. Right here, that's a cloth padding. Right here, that's all cloth. You can see it right there. The back seat is cloth right there too as well. It has a jerry can and a spare tire back here. The wheels are correct. They're the non-directional skinnies, which they did run on these right here. And they do work well, believe it or not. These wheels work really well. And right down to, you see these little buttons looking things. These, when the real Jeeps, these were a 2-piece rim. They ran tubes, of course. They were tube tires. They could, if they had a flat tire in the field, they could jack it up, pull the wheel off, and take these bolts off, split the rim, pull the tube out, repair the tube or replace it, put it back in there, then bolt it back together and put it back on the truck. So, and this is correct. They did not have hubs on there to lock and unlock your front end. These were locked all the time. So that is period correct as well. This is an MB, so it did come with shovels and an axe on the side. You got your grab handles. These little buttons here, all the way around here, what they did, they had sitting in the toolboxes, which are about here, canvas, and they could snap little canvas doors on here, and it would go up to here, and they actually had side curtains they could put on here to give them some protection. A 6-foot guy could barely fit in this thing. The seats were non-adjustable. Yep, the seats were, thank you, Shit Shaker, I appreciate you. The seats were non-adjustable. I'd like to get a real one. The seats were non-adjustable. This is about what the top looked like on it. And right down to, they had studs that come out of the windshield, and they had buttons on the top, and that's what, see how these have got that on there, that is right. It has an anti-aircraft light, and if you was to go from the anti-aircraft light down to the center of the axle, that is right. The axles were actually forward on these. Right here. This is not the Ford, because they also made, Ford made Jeeps like these. And this was a Willys. This they say is a 41. It's about a 42, because the 41 said Willys had stamped in the back corner here, Willys, right in this area. And that's a cover for trailer lights, but that's a it doesn't have stamped on it. And this is how they put the tops on. They didn't have Velcro and snaps a lot, so they would just put it on there and put tie a loop in it and tie it to the bar. The 41s, if you're looking into them, they had what they call a slack grill. It was made out of like 1 inch by 1/2 inch flat steel, and they would literally just weld it together and put ribs in it. And it was called a slack grill, and that's they ran in them. These headlights are right because they're recessed, because what they would do, this one here, obviously it's not, but you could, they had a wing nut right about in this area, and they'd loosen the wing nut, and they could raise these headlights up and turn them, so if they had to work on the engine for any reason at night, they could turn them. They were 6-volt systems, generators, set up, so this one here is not quite. It's got a 3-link suspension in the front and a 4-link in the back, but the real ones had leaf springs in them, but that's the only thing that's not. Period correct. Right down to the mirror. The mirror's right. They did have a rear view mirror in them. The only thing is this doesn't have the back window cut in it. And at some point, I'm going to measure it out, mark it out, and I'm going to cut the opening in for the window. And yeah, the soldiers in this Jeep actually are worth more than the Jeep is, just to let everybody know. These are highly detailed. That's his duffel bag right there. Yeah, you can see the front. You can see the front, how it goes. You got your anti-aircraft light. You got light here. You got little lights. Then the bumper. You can see I already got damage. I did that. But yeah. So it's pretty scale. Pretty scale looking. 6 scale. Then if you want to get really into it, I gotta get in here. Where's it at? Right here. I have a bonus one. Now this one here I ordered not knowing that I'm not. This one here is always going to be a military. This is like a memorial Jeep. My dad was in World War II, and he drove, followed General MacArthur around and drove one of these. So this Jeep will stay like that. And I actually called the guy riding there. On that side, that's Bud. That's my dad's nickname. And my good friend, his dad passed away. That's Levon. But right here's a 10 scale Willys right here. This one here is going to get modernized. I'm waiting for him to get here. I got different tires and wheels. You can see I've already started detailing it. Pulling these tires and wheels off, it's going to get bead locks. It's already got a winch on it. When you order this Jeep, that's how it comes. This is radial. This is a JJRC. It makes this one. And this is a 10 scale. That gives you an idea how big the difference in between the two of them. This is a 10 scale. Underneath here, I'm running this runs a 2S LiPo. You can see the headlights are on. If I hit the button right here, the anti-aircraft light will come on. I have buttons here if you watch the winch. Has a working winch. Got the shovels. So you look at it. It's basically a clone of this one, but this one does have turn signals. You can see it right there. Alibaba, you can get this Jeep for less than 30 bucks. That's just telling me the radio's on. For less than 30 bucks, you can get this Jeep. And this actually is a leaf spring truck. There actually is leaf springs on it. Right there, you can see them. So this has got leaf springs. It's like 30 bucks. And actually, this is the battery. It comes with 2 batteries. This is one of the batteries. But what I did, this one is the motor bay. I put a bigger battery that I had here, a little bit more heavier battery, and I put that in there. But yeah, so this is basically a 10 scale. What they did is, they're from China. They'll do it. This company here makes this big Jeep is from China. They basically just cloned the big Jeep, and it has a canvas top as well, and gas cans and spare tire, everything that one has. Look at how the star placement is. The star is, you know, the military, the serial number of the Jeep compared to, and right down to, if you notice this one here, the landing light is slightly behind the axle, where this one here, it is almost dead nuts on. So that is a little bit of difference in them. So, but you can buy this Jeep if you just want to, you know, I bought it to change it out. I'm going to make it more modern looking stuff. I'm going to put different wheels and tires on it and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I just ordered a new driver for it. But yeah. So this has spare and a jerry can, just like the big one has. So, you know, you put them side by side. Big brother, little brother. You can see the difference between a 10th scale and a 6th scale truck. So, then this truck down here, this is a 7th scale truck. I'll get this one out. Hold on. This is a 7th scale. This is a Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40. These wheels and tires are the same wheels and tires that's on that Blazer. You can see it. This is a 7th scale. Has a working winch, a kinetic rope, light bar on it. Full light. It has full working lights. It's a full detail interior. It's a super scale. So you can see the seat. The seat is soft. It's got pedals, gauges, steering wheel, levers. Everything is in there. The jump seats do fold down. RC Voodoo didn't have inner fender wells. I got these from RC Voodoo, a set of them. I did change out the shocks, put Endura shocks on it. I put a heavier spring in the back. And, yep, straight axle. Same hubs and everything as on the Blazer. And then the rack has got a gas can, a shovel, traction mats, cargo net, light bar, of course. There's a aluminum jack up there. So it has all that. Then this gets busy in here. This is all your electronics. The battery sits in there. This is right over here is the on-off button. Let's see here. Right here it is. Turn the radio on. This is the radio that comes with it. And these are all RC cars. Let me turn the truck on. I think the battery's dead. I had this before though. It's possible my battery is dead. I have an adapter on here so that I can use different battery. I don't want to change the ends of the speed controller, I'm trying to say. Give me a second, I'll change the battery. Okay, yeah, the battery was dead. If I go, there's the headlights, marker lights. If I turn this light off, there you go, see it. Then we go back here, it's got working tail lights, no turn signals. Then if I flip a switch here, it has overhead lights in it. The overhead lights and the headlights are on. And yes, the winch is a functioning winch. It does work. This is a fob for it right here, actually. You can see it right there. You can see it right there. winch and the kinetic rope. Um, this is the radio. 4-channel actually. You got a lever here if you wanted to. You could for a 2-speed, and you got lights and yep. So that's a radio for it. This was sent to me by FMS then to do a review on, and I just built it from there. But yeah, I lifted it just a little bit. You say the tires look small, but if you was to flex it out, these tires do get kind of close. You can see right there. So there it is. It's flexed out. This is 4-link as well. This truck you can get, the Boss is right there. You can get leaf spring kits for them. So if you want to make it like the real one, you can. But you can see how it flexes out. I did underneath there. That's kind of hard to see. You kind of see the little shiny piece. If I can get my pointer in there along with the camera, it'll be all right. Let's do this. I can do this with every hand. You can see that shiny piece right there. Right there at the end of my pointer. That's a metal drive shaft. Originally, they ran a dog bone setup with a cup, and after six or 8 batteries, it was wore out. So I put an actual metal drive shaft in it. So it's got a metal. This has what they call a divorced transfer case. In other words, the transfer case is not on the engine. It's about mid-frame. Then your drive shafts go down off it. So this has a divorced transfer case. It's a mountain goat. It's not fast. Good brisk walk pace. But where I've ran it, you can still see crap on the tires. It will run in sand with no trouble. It definitely will go through snow. It actually works quite well. It's a good truck. A lot of detail to it. Right down to a mirror, the mirrors right there. Little dusty, dirty mirrors. The mirrors on it. Believe it or not, I tipped this up, laid it over, and these mirrors have never broke on it yet. So, but yeah, the jump seats do fold down. I got them folded up because he's got his gear in there, but I put a snorkel on it. I put the light kit in. When you get it, it comes just with headlights alone. I put light kit and ran the lights into these little lights. And actually, the only place it's missing lights is right back here. I got light kit here, and I'm gonna go up and tap into these lights and get these lights working as well. So, but yep. So that's this truck. If you're new to my channel, if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Future updates would be awesome. I'm trying to get to another milestone. Get to a milestone, and if you guys help me out, it'd be great. By subscribing and ringing that bell and all that. And I got shit shaker in here. She's a Jeep person, so yeah. You come back here enough, you'll too get modded. I usually mod people after a while. I get to know them. So you guys want to stop back in and say hello, and I recognize the names. I'm usually pretty good. If you subscribe to my channel, I usually go and I will double check everybody's channels that come in here. And if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back at you. So this is a 7th scale. So he'll give you an idea of the difference in size of the trucks. So this is this truck here is slightly smaller than that one, but it looks like it's bigger, but it isn't. But yeah, so this is a hard body, not Lexan. So yeah, steel frame underneath there, everything. So yeah, if you can subscribe, ring that bell, it'd be awesome. It's awesome. I'm going to have to get out of here for too long, guys. I get ready to go for a doctor's appointment, consultation. So, but I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with me. You guys are awesome as always. thanks a lot. I'm back to feeling better about the channel, and I'm getting people coming in here. You guys are great. Before you go, could you hit that thumbs up and subscribe and like and all that? Do the thing. If you ring the bell, the reason we always say ring the bell is because it'll lock your subscription in. If you just hit the subscribe button, it doesn't always work. As well as leave a comment if you can. So I appreciate everybody coming in this morning, and you guys are awesome as ever. Um, this Trail Rider 570 saying, "Oh, look here, I have new merch." Uh, there you are, the Trail Rider 570 Red Edition shirt. It is out. Um, you on the back it says "Retired Extremely Dangerous," and it's got a side by side laying on the side. This actually picture is my side by side. So if you guys can check out my store, my merch line, it's there, and you can see right there, Trail Rider 570. And I got writing on the back. Unfortunately, I can't put the camera on my back, but you can check it out if you want one. They're available through my merch store in, I don't know, 3 or 4 different colors. So, but yep. And from me to you guys, this Trail Rider 570 saying goodbye, God bless, and I will see you again on my next live stream. I got to figure it out. I got to look at my analytics, and that'll determine when I do my next live. And the 41 that are in here, you guys are awesome as ever. I have had a good morning. No trolls, knock on wood. Everybody's been decent, respectful, and that's what we need here. I try to run a wholesome channel so that if somebody has kids, I get young kids coming in here. I can't kick them out. It's I can put on here it's adult only content, but YouTube doesn't monitor that much. So, but I try to run my channel like there's kids watching, so you don't hear the harsh language or anything from me. Everything is quiet and wholesome channel, so you could have your wife watch it with you and not worry about it. So, I just uploaded a video, I think it was yesterday. So, I'll figure out when I do my next upload. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for my next upload because the weather's getting crappy again. So, get snow on the ground. I might be some snow wheeling with my side by side and stuff like that. So, anyway, guys, I'm blubbering on. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks a lot for coming in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. And you guys are awesome as ever. And I'll see everybody I'll see everybody later, and thank you, Shit Shaker, for coming in. Kickstarter, I did see your comments. Thank you for coming in. And EJ Consul, if I screw up your names, you guys' name, I'm sorry. Thanks for commenting. I'm starting to get people starting to comment in my lives as well. So you guys are awesome. Bye-bye for now, and God bless.